I recognize the member from Timison Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker. It's an incredible honor to be able to stand here today. I have had the honor and privilege. I live in the same building while we're in Toronto. I live in the same building as the member for Kiiwetinoong. And we walk to work every morning. And I knew him for quite a while before I found out he was a residential school survivor. But I got to see the experience. I didn't experience the same experience as he did with the discovery, but it changed my life because I kind of got to see it beside him. It's something that I don't think I will never understand. I will never, but it was incredible. Walking and stopping in front of the shoes with a member of Kiiwetinoong is not the same as walking in front of those shoes with anyone else. The first time that the member of Kiiwetinoong was allowed to speak his own language in this House was one of the greatest moments for us all. And I would like to acknowledge the government's work and our work together, the work of the Legislative Assembly. I would also like to acknowledge that even now we have rules that sometimes don't seem to work, like the orange shirts. But I would also like to acknowledge the government and the opposition, along with the Legislative Assembly. We got it done to change that rule for this occasion. So I'm just going to take a moment to explain the next part of this process. So there's no confusion. So when I'm done speaking, the member for Kiiwetinoong will be asked to speak for 2 minutes, and there will be a vote. And if it passes on voice, if no one says no, it will pass. If someone says no, and 5 people rise, the vote will be deferred till the next sessional day after question period on Monday. I don't know if the government's going to do that. I am going to say no. And the reason I'm going to say no is certainly not because I don't support the member from Kiiwetinoong. But as we can all see, many of these seats are empty. And that's not Thursday evening. Anyone who can goes home to their riding to have supper with their families because their lives are full of events. We all serve the people. So we're going to divide this vote. I will say no. 5 of our members will stand. Probably likely all of our members, perhaps more. But what we're doing is so the vote on this will be held Monday after question period, so these halls will be full. And the last thing I would like to say is, so that vote isn't the last vote that this bill will have. And I respect the minister's comments. And so if we all vote on Monday to move this bill forward, it will still be able to go to committee where other people can put their views forward. It will be one step in the journey. Hopefully it's a short journey, but one step. But that is what's going to happen in the next few minutes. And thank you for your time.
On November 28, 2024, Mr. Mamakwa moved second reading of Bill 221, an act to proclaim the Day of Reflection for Indian residential schools and to amend various statutes to establish the Day of Reflection for Indian residential schools as a provincial holiday. All those in favour, please rise and remain standing until recognized by the clerk.
Mamakwa.
MPP Tabbins.
MPP Tabbins.
Ms. Sattler.
Ms. Sattler.
MPP Stiles.
MPP Stiles.
Ms. Baker.
Ms. Baker.
Mr. Fraser.
Mr. Fraser.
Mr. Blais.
Mr. Blais.
Mr. Schreiner.
Mr. Schreiner.
Ms. Gemma.
Ms. Gemma.
Ms. Clancy.
Ms. Clancy.
Ms. Armstrong.
Ms. Armstrong.
MPP French.
MPP French.
Deputy Gelina.
Deputy Gelina.
Ms. Taylor.
Ms. Taylor.
MPP West.
MPP West.
MPP Shaw.
MPP Shaw.
MPP Harden.
MPP Harden.
Ms. Carpoche.
Ms. Carpoche.
MPP Bell.
MPP Bell.
Mr. Birch.
Mr. Birch.
MPP Hazel.
MPP Hazel.
Mr. Shute.
Mr. Shute.
Mr. Shamji.
Shamji.
Mrs. McCrimmon.
Mrs. McCrimmon.
MPP Bourgeois.
MPP Bourgeois.
Mr. Bourguin.
Mr. Bourguin.
MPP Glover.
MPP Glover.
MPP Wong Tam.
MPP Wong Tam.
Mr. Rakosovic.
Mr. Rakosovic.
MPP Pazman.
MPP Pazman.
All those opposed, please rise and remain standing until recognized by the clerk.
Ms. Dunlop.
Ms. Dunlop.
Ms. Mulrooney.
Ms. Mulrooney.
Mr. Calandra.
Mr. Calandra.
Mr. Fideli.
Mr. Fideli.
Ms. Jones, Duffin
Ms.
Calvi.
Jones, Duffin Calvi.
Mr. Bethlen Falvey.
Mr. Bethlen Falvey.
Mr. Sarkaria.
Mr. Sarkaria.
Mr. Downey.
Mr. Downey.
Mr. Cho Scarborough.
Mr. Cho Scarborough.
Mr. Rickford.
Mr. Rickford.
Mr. Kersner.
Mr. Kersner.
Mr. Tabolo.
Mr. Tabolo.
Ms. Thompson.
Ms. Thompson.
Mr. Flack.
Mr. Flack.
Harris.
Mr. Harris.
Mr. Parsa.
Mr.
Ms.
Parsa.
Williams.
Ms. Williams.
Ms. Cho Willowdale.
Mr. Cho Willowdale.
Mr. Quinn.
Mr. Quinn.
McCarthy.
Mr. McCarthy.
Ms. Kusindova Bashta.
Ms. Kusindova Bashta.
Mr. Thani Gassala.
Mr. Thani Gassala.
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Liardi.
Mr. Liardi.
Ms. Pierre.
Ms. Pierre.
Mr. Romano.
Mr. Romano.
Ms. Scott.
Ms. Scott.
Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Holland.
Mr. Holland.
Mr. Osterhoff.
Mr. Osterhoff.
Mr. Jones, Chatham, Kent Leamington.
Mr. Jones, Chatham, Kent Leamington.
Mr. McGregor.
Mr. McGregor.
Mr. Ray.
Mr. Ray.
Mr. Anthopoulos.
Mr. Anthopoulos.
Mr. Yakubuski.
Mr. Yakubuski.
Mr. Coe.
Mr. Coe.
Mr. Hardiman.
Mr. Hardiman.
Mr. Sabawi.
Mr. Sabawi.
Ms. Smith Thornhill.
Ms. Smith Thornhill.
Ms. Gallagher Murphy.
Ms. Gallagher Murphy.
MPP Brazil.
MPP Brazil.
Mrs. Y.
Mrs. Y.
Mr. Riddell.
Mr. Riddell.
Mr. Dowie.
Mr. Dowie.
Mr. Sarazan.
Mr. Sarazan.
Mr. Bauman.
Mr. Bauman.
Mr. Smith, Peterborough
Mr.
Kawartha.
Smith, Peterborough Kawartha.
Mr. Pang.
Mr. Pang.
Mr. Saunderson.
Mr. Saunderson.
Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Jordan.
Mrs. Martin.
Mrs. Martin.
Mr. Sandy.
Mr. Sandy.
Mr. Byers.
Mr. Byers.
Mr. Cazzetto.
Mr. Cazzetto.
Mr. Canapati.
Mr. Canapati.
Mr. Babikian.
Mr. Babikian.
Mr. Smith, Scarborough
Mr.
Centre.
Smith, Scarborough Centre.
Mr. Graywell.
Mr. Graywell.
Mr. Penson.
Mr. Pinson.
Mr. Alsop.
Mr. Alsop.
The ayes are 30, and the nays are 60.
The ayes being 30, the nays being 60, I declare the motion lost.